Okay, changing market conditions. As technical traders, we can read the market. Well, we want to read the market. That's what I say. We gotta find a way. We gotta find a system to trade and to find high risk reward setups. Now this is the SP 500. It started trending in '09. And ever since, it's now 2019, almost 2020. So for 10 plus years this has been going up, 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 up. So if the next crisis hits and things start to turn around again, um, I would tell everyone, putting your money on a savings account will give you a negative interest rate or a zero interest rate or a 0.5 interest rate. So if you have some money left, buying an index is definitely something you can do. This went from this was, let's say, 700 to 3,000. So that's a huge profit you could have made with doing nothing um, within the last 10 years. But that's not really, it's not all. It's not what trading is. In trading, we look for opportunities like this. Yesterday I did a video on trend trading, and this, of course, all the indexes are things I trade from time to time. It's just like, we have these huge moves in indexes, and at the moment, as you can see, that's what this video is about. Markets are changing. This was just the beginning of a trend. So after a rally, we had the first pullback, then another rally where people were not fully convinced yet, and you see a third rally where some hesitation, and then finally, when people got the confidence, like this is we are back. It's economically, it's good. Then we get this huge move, and of course from time to time we get a correction, moves in perfectly to a certain level, in this case the supportive trend line, and then we got a huge strong move again. And now this was the last move that ended in January 18. So for the last 2 years we are in this, we came into a correction, made another move, not that big. Then we made a huge correction, coming back into the support area, and then this year it's just like we corrected. We made a new high, but it kind of looks like the beginning of a trend, at the ending of a trend. People are not fully fully convinced this is really going on. So with that being said, we have huge trending phases to the upside, but we also have huge phases like this, and this as well, to the downside. Now I'm going years back, so that's not really this, that's not really what we're looking for. But this can easily turn around and go for quite a correction for some time. This will be the first level where price will stall, and then of course over here we have another level where price will probably find some support. But changing market conditions are important, because you maybe have a system that you ride a trend as a swing trader, and then on a pullback you get in again and you ride it, etc., etc. I think this market is more of a range or swing trading market instead of a I'm gonna switch to the weekly, instead of a trend trading market as we speak. Of course, there are some interesting levels on the charts we are watching. These levels, if they get broken and we will see some further down move, then of course it would be very interesting to make a move all the way down here. But again, that is not the big short to be taking here. So the thing from a trading strategy perspective, like you probably read in my book. If you didn't, then make sure you get your copy as well. It's free, and there I describe that you can. Day trading is something you can do, swing trading, trend trading, or range trading, or whatever. In this case, if I go down to the daily chart, it's becoming a bit choppy, this market. Let's be honest, becoming a bit choppy. We opened today, we came back, and we're now looking for some correction to get back in or anything like that. This actually, is this today? No, this was before the weekend, of course, because it's Monday. So let's see what the market will do today. But as you see this here, let me draw it out. This is, to me, an area I would be watching at the moment. This is an area where price tends to move into, and then we get a sell-off. Same thing is down here. At the moment, this is the area I would be looking at if I would look for a nice trading opportunity. This here in the middle as well, we have some resistance, resistance again. So this will definitely be some kind of a pivot point. Be to where price will react at least, and then we'll see if it breaks or turns around. But this, if you look at this, it's kind of at the moment we are more in a ranging market, or maybe you are in a swing trading market because of the fact that we are making all those. We had a drop, we had a pin bar in from this level, and we had our first run, and then we went in. This was the first swing. Then we went to a correction. Now we're looking for new entries, and then we had a second run coming into here. So today is quite the day where if let's see where the market opens again. But maybe we're looking for some pullbacks, and from here on out we'll make another move or whatever. Will be on the charts. Let's go one lower. This, like I said, one move, pullback, a second move. So probably we're looking at the start of a pullback today before we will re-enter the market to find a swing. So that being said, in the forex market as well, and doesn't matter what market you trade, it's important to take a look at where you're at or what's going on the charts at the moment. Yeah, if you look back, it's the same thing. We had some higher highs, higher low structures over here. We came into this area forming this double top, and then we are seeing this lower high followed by lower low, lower highs. This was some consolidation here with some lower lows already forming, and then we had this drop, pin bar. It's classic price action what we're seeing. Same thing goes for the Nasdaq. If we switch to in the Nasdaq, we switch to the monthly chart. It's kind of the same thing. Huge bullish run. So if you were trading this, I really hope you had a solid trend trading strategy in place. That's what I have, and that's where the big money comes from. If you are looking for entries in markets like these, of course, they are running and pulling back, running and pulling back, running, consolidating, pulling back, etc., etc. So that's the way the markets behave. You can, yes, of course, I hear you thinking on the other side. Yes, this is a swing trading market as well. But why should you cut your profit if this has the potential to keep running? This, if you got in from at the break of this level here on one of those pullbacks, then I really hope you took the time to ride it at least up to here where things got a little bit uncertain maybe. Uncertain, yes. Okay, so that being said, markets are still they didn't turn bearish yet. They didn't this to me it's kind of forming a top. More and more we are looking at a top formation. Price is getting in a more narrow area from here on out. So let's see if this breaks, we can get a solid run from the, let's say, 78,000 to 69 or something like that. It's quite a big move. This on the tables here. So yeah, that's what I wanna emphasize. So if you are looking in the past, of course, I made 15, 16, and 2017. I made a lot of money just hunting for pullbacks. That was the main strategy, and there was no need for anything else. Now that markets become like this, it's kind of hard. I'm forced to do more swing trading, and I am also forced to do some range trading in forex. What's range trading? Well, you can also classify this for as an example as a range trading market, because we haven't really left this area all year. So I would be looking for shorts when price comes back into the tops, and I'll be looking for long positions when price comes back into the lows. So it's just like that. That's a strategy. Of course, you have to zoom into the lower time frames to really identify and pinpoint those levels where you really want to get in and get out of the markets. I described that in my book, so feel free to contact me to get your free copy. But for now, let's say this video is something I needed to do. Next because yesterday I did the trend trading video, and yes, I got a lot of people on Instagram and some emails who said, you know, isn't it the case that trend trading is the holy grail in trading? Because if you're in a trend like the huge move I was showing here on the monthly or the weekly, yes, of course, that's where the big money is. That's where the big boys play. Yes, of course, but that's why I made this video. It depends. It depends on where the market is. If we do get a very strong bearish run to the downside, for example, it's also a trending market, but to the downside. But at the moment, I would not call this year a really trending year. So, you know, in that case, as a trader, you are forced to switch strategies or maybe switch markets. But I don't think I have found a lot of really trending markets. But yeah, I can go into this in more detail, and I will in the future, because Forex is nice at the moment. Indices could be nice depending on the strategy, but I built a lot of my capital by just going through those stocks over and over again, and with people I know. You know, we contacted each other. Did you check out MasterCard? Did you check out Visa? Did you check out Google, etc., etc.? And we were just loading up on these positions and then, you know, accumulating our profits and accounts. Well, okay, enough about that. Changing market conditions ask for changing trading strategies. So good luck with that. See you in the next one.